Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today I'm making this lovely little gift box. It holds those highlights, options, chocolate drinks, perfect for Christmas time. It has a wee bar of chocolate in there too, and of course the necessary candy cane. You can't have a hot chocolate drink without one at this time of the year. And I've kept it very simple, and it's actually made out of paper, and I was worried it wasn't going to be sturdy enough, but it really is. It'll stand up for you and all, and I put a nice wee wisp of white belly band around it to give it that wee bit of support just in case. So I think it has helped, but on saying that, it really wasn't wobbly or anything. So it's quite simple to make. You need a piece of paper, DSP. Go for our paper if you have it. If not, if you're using your own paper, make sure it's sturdy. It's a good wee sturdy piece, and it needs to measure 10¼ inches by 3½ inches. So we'll get started and see how we get on. So I have my paper cutter ready. It's from Santa's Workshop. It has the wee elves on one side and lovely red and white spots on the other, and I just love spots for Christmas time. I have a piece of DSP wisp of white measuring 2 inches by 6 inches, and this will be for the belly band. And as you can see on that, well, I'm hoping you can see, this camera is wicked. There, you can see it there. I have riveted it along using the scoreboard. Very simple, and it just adds that wee bit of heaviness and definition to it, so I'll show you that too. So we'll do our scoring first on this. So on the short side with the wee elves, if you're keeping the elves for the inside, score at 3/4 inch and 2 3/4. And this is going to be your top, so start the scoring at the bottom of the long side and score at 4 inches. And 4 3/4 inches, and then go right up to 8 3/4 inches, and we're just going to score over to that first score line that we did just there, and try and follow that through here. I'm hoping I've got it right. So we're just scoring those outer bars, because that's just to show us where to cut that away. Definitely, yeah, I'm happy enough with that. So we'll do our score lines. I'm going to zoom out a wee tiny bit because I don't want to be going out of shot. I've a line marked, but believe me, it really doesn't matter. Once I get involved in the project, I just get lost and I forget, so it's a pity you couldn't shout at me. That's the top, you want to fold that. So go to your 4 inch and score and fold, sorry. I definitely can't multitask at this age. So you can see that's your basic shape. And we're going to cut away these 2 wee bits at the top because we just don't need them. So it is very hard to see, but try your best. I'll zoom back in again for you. I have new lights, new camera, whatever. I'm just going to have to invest in some equipment to fix up my videos. Now, we need to cut into these ones. These are the wee centres that form your shape. So cut in and trim slightly. Same on the opposite side. It's so hard to see, isn't it? This one. Goodness, I can hardly see it myself, never mind you seeing it. Now, with this top part, I prefer to add the rounded edge, as you can see here at the back. It gives it a nicer wee finish. So just pop it into the back of your envelope scoreboard, and that's that done. And then we can start putting it together. So actually, before you put it together, go to the shorter side. It's just something I like to do myself. With your 1.5 inch punch, feed it through, line it up with your score lines so that you're in the centre, and just give it a wee clip, and it gives it a nice wee opening to pull your sweetie gifts out. So I'm using wet glue. You could use your turn tape. Just put a wee bit on those 2 wee flaps. Bring it up this way. And then we're going to add glue to these 2 outer strips. And just do your closure. You can use your bone folder to slide in there, just make sure you've got it settled into where it needs to go. And there you should have your nice wee box ready to pop in your treats. So for your belly band, get your piece of card 2 inches by 6 inches, and just get your scoreboard. It's a wee bit monotonous this, but it is worth it. If you score on, use your fat end of the ball too, and score it on every single notch. I know it takes a wee while, but honestly it is worth it, unless you have a nice riveting tool or an embossing folder that does this. This is just the cheap man's way of doing it, and I just like it. You don't have to do it. You could actually do long ones, you get through it quicker, but I like it the wee short band, and I like the lines going this way. So hope I'm not boring you. I'll go as fast as I can. Now my paper's too long, I haven't trimmed it, so I'll only go up to the 6 inches. And trim it there. I mean, it only takes a minute, doesn't it? It's not too bad. There. So you don't need to trim your paper if you've cut it, like I said. Keep your wee bit of paper anyway for stamping on. So that's that ready. We can now wrap it around our box. I'm actually going to put my treats in because it gives it a wee bit of firmness. So 2 packets of the highlights, a wee bar of chocolate, whatever you choose to put in yourself, and your candy bar, candy cane. And it just holds it all perfect, and it's good and thick, and you think you're really getting your money's worth there. So as I say, great for the crafters. So put that round and just manipulate it so that it's cozy, a nice cozy wrap on it. And then just add a bit of glue to the top. Again, you can use your turn tape or tape runner, suppose you could. Just line that up so that it's nicely joined together. And now we're ready to add our ribbon, and I'm using this lovely textured weave ribbon, and I think it's called Poppy Parade, Poppy Parade, or Poppy Red, one or the other. I'll have all the details below as usual. No point in asking me to remember these things. I'm trying to concentrate on too many things. So tie yourself a bow. Just twiddle about to get it nice. That is lovely ribbon. It's good and firm. It keeps its shape for you. It's really pretty. Don't want it too big. So just trim those. And that's your ribbon. Now keep your bow to the top because you're going to put your wee sentiment here. So for the sentiment, I've used a couple of stamp sets. I have used Bella and Friends for the Just For You and the Enjoy. Just For You and Enjoy. And the wee tiny Holly and Berries at the top is from the So Santa set. It has a wee border, and I've just stamped the border and I cut one out. And I actually coloured it. I stamped it in garden green, and then I used the blender pen just to pull the ink in. So you don't even have to colour in, you're just pulling the ink in and then just add 3 wee red dots, and there you have it. Very quick and very simple, and saves you pulling out all your colouring pens and etc. So this is the slow part, just cutting this, and I thought I had one cut out, and I actually had one cut out, but it's disappeared. I probably knocked it onto the floor somewhere because it's that tiny. It's just footery to cut out because it's so small, but I think it's worth it, and you could try and stamp it directly onto it by masking your stamp and just stamping one of the wee things, but I think it would be a bit footery as well for doing on a video, but you could give it a go yourself. Oops. So just chop around pretty close to the edges so you're not showing the white off. And we're just going to stick this. Hopefully it won't disappear on it. We'll keep that one there just in case. But in the meantime, you need 2 stamps and your real red. I'm using the wee real red spot that I have. And you need your bit of Whisper White. I always hold on to my scraps because they're just perfect for these occasions when you're doing a wee small. So I'm going to do the Enjoy first. In fact, I'm going to punch it first so that I know exactly how much space I have. So just pop that in, punch it out. That's my 1 3/8 inch scallop punch. So you have that. Ink it up in the real red just to keep all the tones going, and stamp, make sure you have it up the way, and stamp it down close to the bottom. Okay, I will clean that on my chamois in a minute. The next one is Just For You. Now this just about fits in, as you can see, so be careful where you position it. Again, ink it up in the red and line it up. Just make sure that it fits in the whole way. Just For You. I'm thinking a wee bit off centre there, but it's done now. I can easily fix it before I pass this on to somebody. Now I'm using just this quick glue pen to add some glue to the back of the wee bit of holly. I'm not raising it up, it's just far too small. So, oops, upside down. Let's stick it in there. And that's your sentiment made. So all you need now is to punch a 1.5 inch circle which fits perfectly behind your scallop circle. So just add some dimensionals. And then I didn't bother raising it up again. I'm just putting a wee splat of glue on the back, and that should hold it in place for me. And just slip it under the ribbon. You can raise that up, it's not attached, so hold in place for a wee second, and there you have it. And I think they're really cute. Again, a lovely gift to be selling or giving. You know, you get a good couple of pounds for these. You work out your price of what it's costing you for what you're putting inside and your papers, etc., and away you go. People, I mean, if I saw one of those, I definitely would be interested in buying if you're at a craft fair. They are lovely, and plus I will be giving them out to the kids here anyway, because they all love drinking chocolate at Christmas time. So there we have it. So we changed from doing something for the grandkids. I can actually do it for the big kids today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll give it a wee go. And if you do, just let me know. Let me see your pictures. Whoops, nearly lost my camera there. And I'd love to pop it on my blog to show people how brilliant you all are. Thanks for watching now, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.